Hello once again, coming to you from Stella Rossa headquarters in Kelvin Grove. This is a bit of an idea that we want to put out there to cafe owners that have got into business. They still want to be in the cafe business, but are really struggling.
Yeah.
And we're actually calling it BYO, as in bring your own model. So it's for those people that have got into the cafe industry and they're just struggling to make it work. And I guess
May have a passion for the business and the industry, but they're just struggling with that back office stuff. It's anything from payroll, their point of sale, how do they maintain it, keep it up to date, dealing with different suppliers,
menu development,
change, staff control and
legislation.
Yeah. All those little things that the idea of opening and starting your own business, it's all those other little things that come along after you start that you just struggle with. There's a lot of admin and legislature type of requirements within the cafe industry, and they're hard to keep on top of.
Yeah, I think this is a cracker. It's a really exciting one, and I think it's something for people. Initially, I think people in that position are probably going to think, "Oh, you're a franchise, you're a brand." But we've got, I suppose, the beauty of our model is the flexibility. So we can bring everything in that back end to your cafe, and you would be part of the franchise system, but you've still got that ability to run your own race with our support. And I think it's a pretty exciting proposition. I guess as Phil said before, like just being able to when you're jumping into these businesses, it's all very exciting, and you want to get in there, and you're G'd up, and then after you've been running it for a while, and it's especially in those early days. I mean, I put it down to cafe fitness. There's the level of fitness that's required to run a business and run a cafe, and when you start getting into the wages and the cogs, and it's really probably those 1%ers, isn't it, mate? Like
they all add up. Yeah.
So and look, with that, I mean, yes, there is a franchise system. There's a franchise system to support. There are fees associated with that, but we've got a very low cost franchise fee model, and I know that if it's the right person that jumps on board with this, we know that we can do the best thing by them and their business, and actually save them money and make them money.
Yeah, and I think some businesses out there that they start, then they may get into trouble, or the industry isn't what they thought it was, and then they'll look to external providers or consultants or accountants or some other software service that they're looking to help keep their business running or save. They're paying extra costs regardless.
That's right.
To have all that stuff done in the market anyway.
And quite often it's just a sugar hit where they'll get a consultant on board, and this isn't anything against consultants at all. I mean, there's a lot of good ones out there, but it's that if they've got to continually keep paying that consultant. So we're like, hey, that's us. We can do that, but you can be with us forever.
Well, I suppose it's the benefit of a franchise system, and in particular Stella Rossa, we're after cafe partners. So we're in a partnership for a duration of the franchise agreement. So we're there providing that support across the partnership from operational services, systems, back end, marketing support, doing all those things that, like I said, you may be actually getting an external provider to do for you.
Yeah, and look, we would still we're after the right people for this venture as well. I mean, it's something that we've become. I don't want to say picky, but we are. We go through our process when we're onboarding a franchisee, and just to get an understanding of the way what that person is, because it's a close environment. We're looking, or we're with people for a long period of time, and we want those right people on board with the right passion, I guess.
Yeah, and I think it's like I said, it's a partnership in reality. We want to be in partnership with people that have got the same kind of belief values that we have, and they want to go in the same direction. So it's a two-way street. You know, we may meet with someone and they go, it's not suited to me. Next person might be, we're not suited to them, or we think they're not suited to us, vice versa, or we meet people that are suited to everything, you know, like-minded.
Yeah, and look, you know, I just think it's one of those things. If this does tweak a little bit of your, if it's intriguing, I'd love you to actually, reach out and have a chat. I mean, spending, whether it's 10 minutes, 15 minutes on the phone, it's, we'll soon work out whether it's we're a match. And but there's other things too that we can do. And I'm not saying this is always the case, but there might be they might be struggling. Costs. They might have some. Their lease might be up for renewal. That's something that we can get involved with and help in that scenario. But suppliers, being able to just streamline that supply system. So you're not, a lot of independent cafes will be, and I'm not saying this is across the board, but they'll have multiple suppliers, and there's so much time taken in that where we can streamline all of that we still have a number of approved suppliers, and I guess the part of our model, which is we're very proud of, is we still like to be that local cafe. So our franchise partners can still buy from their proteins or their meats from local butchers, fruit and veg,
pastries,
breads. Yeah, absolutely. So there's those points that you're still running your own business, and we're not coming in there to be big brother and whack you over the back of the head all the time. It's sort of more just providing that support, and so that you can actually get in, run your business, and actually enjoy running your business. And we're very we've been doing this a long time, and I'm not saying we haven't had our I suppose issues along the way. I mean, there's a lot you learn over 15 years of franchising cafes, but we've got a good, solid. It's a robust model that.
I suppose it's the easiest way of saying it is, well, we've made mistakes, like everyone makes mistakes, but we've learned, so we can pass on the advantage of that knowledge or learning in that mistake plan without you having to go through it yourself.
Yeah, absolutely. But look, if that sounds like it's something you'd be interested in having a chat, love you to get in touch. As I said before, just spending 10, 15 minutes having a chat, and that would be with myself or with Phil or both of us. If that sounds like something you'd be interested in looking at, reach out.